Alright guys, welcome back with me with another YouTube video. In chapter 1036 yesterday, we saw many epic moments as well as important moments. First, we see how King thinks Kaido is the joy boy he's been waiting for, although he's not entirely sure himself. Then, we see how Zoro finally managed to defeat King with his newest technique. Kinemon and Kiku were saved by Izo and Usopp, who were willing to protect them both. The two then went to safety. Lastly, we saw how Luffy and Kaido fought each other, and they laughed at each other as they were both knocked down due to the force clash. Then, what will happen in chapter 1037 later? But before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell, or you will miss future anime videos. Chapter 1037 itself is titled Shuran Hake. The chapter opens with information that the fire festival happening in the flower capital is coming to an end. We then look back at the fight between Luffy and Kaido. Kaido himself then drank sake in the middle of the fight. And Shuran Hake itself is a technique that Kaido uses when he is drunk. What's interesting is that when Kaido was drunk, in the middle of the fight against Luffy, he experienced a sudden change of emotions. Sometimes he is sad, but then he turns angry and also cries. Kaido also uses a new technique, Gundarir Usigen. Luffy himself uses the Gomu Gomu Rock Gatling technique. The story then moves on to Panji's castle and Mary Joy's. We see the Gorosei talking about capturing Nico Robin. Then, we also see how government warships have begun to approach the Wano area. One of the people on the ship then informs the Gorosei that they saw a shadow. The Gorosei themselves then said that there was no way the shadow was the figure they imagined. This is because according to the Gorosei, the shadow is only a legend and has not been resurrected for thousands of years. The Gorosei then talked about the devil fruit and how they gave the devil fruit a fake name in order to hide the devil fruit's real name. It should be noted that the devil fruit in question is not the gum gum fruit. Chapter 1037 then concludes with information regarding the identity of the shadow seen by the people on the warship. The shadow figure turned out to be a giant figure. Chapter 1037 is known to be officially published on January 16, 2022 on Manga Plus. Unfortunately, fans who are curious about the continuation of the story have to be a little patient because chapter 1038 itself will not be published next week. This is due to Oda Sensei's holiday allowance. Chapter 1038 will only be officially republished on January 28, 2022, and the leaks and scans themselves will be released a few days later. Of course, it will be interesting to see who the mysterious figure is meant by the Gorosei and the government troops. We look forward to the continuation of the story in the next chapter.